He has 2 years.
Pick up the blitz. Flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the wind. Bounce. It goes. It cuts the big land. It goes.
All right. Good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports for You. Live on YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
You're
Be free to be here later on. It's a Tuesday, so you know what it is. Cody Tuesdays. Our brother Cody from Ballers and Briefs is in the building.
my guy Cody.
Yes, because we here have a big announcement that's going to drop in 2 weeks. So let me let y'all know now. 2 weeks from tonight, to June 30th. Y'all need to be tuning in to Sports for You because we have a big announcement for the Sports for You summer. And Cody's going to be a big part of that announcement, and we're going to bring it to you 2 weeks from tonight. So mark your calendars. It's going to be live. But we're here on YouTube, on X, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for Sports for You on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, X, Instagram. Of course, you can follow us on TikTok as well. You can follow me at John Watson 0984 on X, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow Mark on Instagram. Hi, I'm Mark1 on X. And of course, you can follow Nick on X, Instagram, and TikTok at 99 Gorilla. Follow Cody on X and Instagram at Ballers and Briefs. Shout out to our brother Big Nick from the Wrestling Network. The world is healing. The Knicks are champions, and that's just the best way to start the show, man. Let's just go ahead and start the show with the crowning.
Messi.
Hold up.
Goal number 3 for the GOAT.
Time out. We're watching the World Cup right now. It is Argentina versus Algeria. And Lionel Messi has scored all 3 goals for Argentina. This dude is truly the GOAT.
He's cooking right now, dude.
3 goals from Lionel Messi. 3 goals. What's up, JoJo?
Jojo.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to pause and recognize that. And we'll definitely keep an eye on what's going on in the World Cup. Shout out to USA winning on Friday. But yeah, let's go ahead where we were going to pick up before Messi just basically.
It's crazy. This game's in Kansas City. It's just so weird.
Yes, it's in Kansas City.
Seems like the most random spot, huh?
Yeah, it's in the Kansas City Stadium.
Yeah.
The Chief
not
Stadium?
Arrowhead. Not an Arrowhead.
It's not Arrowhead. They have to go by the stadium.
I wonder if that's some legal stuff.
It has to be.
It is. It's IP. Like they if you're not a FIFA sponsor, they couldn't leave the names on the
okay.
So all of them. So
yeah.
Levi's is no longer Levi's. NRG is not NRG.
Even
ACTs,
out here. Yeah, our
SoFi
is
it's Los Angeles. Yeah.
Los Angeles Stadium. We was like, what the hell?
Atlanta Stadium. Atlanta Stadium doesn't hit as hard as Mercedes-Benz.
No, I don't.
Nah, I don't understand that, but ladies and gentlemen, we know where what arena was going to be celebrating. That's Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks are now. Who would have thought?
I got to email her.
Who would have thought after all this time, the New York Knicks are your 2026 NBA champs? So I called it on Friday. I felt that it was going to happen. I said Knicks in 6 before the finals, and obviously I thought about that. maybe the Spurs were played with a little bit more urgency and come out wanting to win. But clearly they had the urgency, but they again blew another big lead, and the Knicks capitalized and are now your 2026 NBA. Again, and Jalen Brunson had the game of his life on Saturday night, 45 points. Only other person to have 45 have that much in a finals clinching game on the road was one Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So the Knicks did it in 5. And now they go on to the offseason, but let's just talk about it. 53 years this team has waited to call themselves champions, and now here they are. Mark, I'll start with you. What was your reaction to seeing the Knicks finally get this celebration?
I'm happy for the Knicks. You know, when the team had go a long time without winning a championship and they finally won one, I'd be happy for that team.
What's up, Trace?
Unless it's the Jets. Or the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm happy for the Knicks, man. They, you know, I just don't like what the fans did, but they deserve it, man. The air ball finger roll, the Charles Smith missed layups. They've been through a lot, man. Them getting to the finals and losing to the Spurs. They've been through a lot, man. I'm happy to see that franchise won a championship. We can talk about the Spurs later, but I'm just happy for the Knicks that they won this.
Cody, what did you think? You're our casualist when it comes to hoops.
Bro, like I just, you guys know what I put in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
This shit pissed me off so fucking bad. Like, not because the Spurs lost, but the NBA pissed me off. Like, I just literally felt like this story couldn't have been written up any better. Yes, I know New York is starving for a win in basketball, but
yes.
To me, as a person that just loves to watch New York lose in anything, I hated to see them win. I mean, I just have this strong disdain for any team out of New York, whether it's the Jets, the Mets, the Yankees, the Knicks. Like, it doesn't matter. Giants, I just love to see them lose, but good for them. I'm happy for the old heads. I don't give a shit about the players that won. Like, I really don't. Because those guys, I really don't care about. Brunson, he was like I told you guys before, I didn't feel like he was I felt like he was just a number 2. He was a Robin to Batman, Lucas Batman, and he had to get out, and he got out. Cat couldn't get paid in Minnesota, so he got out. Mikal Bridges couldn't win one in Phoenix, so he got out. You know what I mean? So OG won his as a rookie in Toronto. So I'm just saying, like, this team perfect storm, come together, win a title. I don't think they'll do it again. How
many monies do Danhausen to get Danhausen to uncurse the Bills? I don't know.
Hey, Nick, I think that us moving out that stadium that was built on that graveyard is gonna kill that curse that we have.
The Nova Knicks. But yeah, and Big Nick brings up them Nova Knicks.
Fuck the Nova. Fuck that Villanova team. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I feel the same way like Mark, because I still have a disdain for these 3 guys. This Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and of course Jalen Brunson. Because one of those titles, they beat our North Carolina Tar Heels. That still goes to me as the most painful loss I've ever experienced as a fan. I will never that loss will sit with me for the rest of my life. Losing at the buzzer.
Was Josh Hart still sticking his finger in Jalen Brunson's ass then?
He probably sticking something else in there.
Hey, yo!
Bruh.
Sticking the MVP. He's sticking the MVP trophy in there now.
You good?
What?
You good?
They shouldn't have beat North Carolina. I wouldn't have these jokes on.
Yeah, that North Carolina would have been back-to-back. A back-to-back title from us, man. We would have went back-to-back, man. But the Knicks,
feel like that. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm just saying, like, overall, and like you guys know that, like I said, I just feel like, I mean, well, like Mark said, we could talk about the Spurs, but I felt like the Knicks, Jalen Brunson played good. Cat kind of disappeared when he needed to when he didn't need to disappear. And then guys I felt like that should have stepped up didn't. I saw too much. I felt like I saw too much from Jose Alvarado, too much from Jordan Clarkson. You know, like, I know you need depth, but like, when me personally, as someone who was putting money on these games, I'm not getting props, aren't filling for guys that should be filling these props, like when these are like total swayed odds in my favor, and these dudes look like they're just totally throwing it. So I don't know, man. It really pissed me off.
Patrick Ewing in the ring because he works in the front office, Pat. That's what it is. Trace, what up? Wrestling with Savage in the building.
What up, Fat?
Bella, what up with it? Where's JoJo?
JoJo's still here. I think she's still here. I hit her, and I said it's quiet right now. But once you say their names, they do appear. Starks too. If you work in the front office, you get a ring.
And I think that's what's so dope about the Knicks is a lot of the older players they have on staff. Allen Houston, like you said, Starks, Patrick Ewing. What I do think they should do, and this might be one of the few times I've ever agreed with Stephen A. Smith.
I know where you're going.
Is take that ban off Charles Oakley.
Let me pause the music right quick.
Take that ban off Charles Oakley.
He wants to bitch slap people. Let him do it, dude.
Yeah, he deserved it. He was bitch slapping people for y'all best players, so just let him do it.
Let me be clear on this. What Mark is saying.
Bella said Tony Stark.
Yes,
John Stark in the AT&T commercial.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson got John Starks in the AT&T commercial, man.
And I'm Iron Man.
So here's the deal. We all know what happened. The ban on Oakley is stupid, Brandy Bean. But
so is the fake Brandon Bean. That's the Bills GM. But go ahead, John.
About some years ago, an incident happened at a game at a Knicks home game, and Charles Oakley had to be escorted out of the arena by security and NYPD. I don't know what's going on with him and James Dolan. Now they're countersuing each other, so that's pretty much why this is still going on. But like you said, like Stephen A. was saying, there's no way. There was no. I felt bad that Oak wasn't on the court with. You had Ewing and Starks and Allen Houston and Larry Johnson and Spreewell and even Iman Shumpert and you had all these dudes there. J.R. Smith, Melo was there. Stephon Marbury, all these guys there. But Oak was that
Bernard King.
Walt Frazier I saw too.
Walt Frazier.
Fucking styling and profiling in that suit he had on.
Yeah,
as always.
Fresh. Walt Frazier, one of the most fresh.
He had all this Just for Men all up in there and everything too, bro.
The Just for Men is crazy.
Remember he used to fucking do the ads for Just for Men.
I forgot he sponsors Just for. He is sponsored for Just for Men.
I remember those ads back in the 90s.
Him and Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez did the those commercials.
Keith Hernandez, not the Mets. Keith Hernandez.
Yeah, he deserved that.
By the way, it's crazy that more people know Keith Hernandez from the Mets and not from Steinfeld, and not the fact that he played for those Mets teams.
Well, I know he played for the Mets. He deserved everything he got. He shouldn't have played for the Mets.
So, yeah.
Because my Mets stand for my entire team sucks. You heard?
Brandon B said Walt Frazier and Dr. Jared, the epitome of the 70s.
And didn't leave the 70s.
They really didn't.
Yeah.
That's all right. Fat didn't leave the 90s, so it's okay.
Yo, you good? you all right, man?
I'm good.
But Jalen Brunson was the finals MVP, and he joined some elite company. So look at this list. He became the 5th player in NBA history to win a national championship. I think it was. Let me move the.
They won a national championship. They won the player of the game in a national championship game.
So he won a national championship, Naismith Player of the Year, NBA championship, and a Finals MVP. There's only 4 other players who did that prior to Jalen Brunson on Saturday night. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
GOAT.
Irvin Magic Johnson,
GOAT talk.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan,
GOAT talk.
and the late great Bill Walton.
College basketball GOAT talk, Eric.
White people GOAT talk.
He's the greatest player I've ever seen. Throw it down, big man. Throw it down.
Hey, if you couldn't do nothing past college, I would agree with some of them. He was crazy in college.
Bill Walton, God rest his soul, arguably one of the greatest college players that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy. How both of these dudes were at the same? Well, were they ever teammates in college? Help me understand, old heads. Was Bill Walton and Kareem ever teammates in college? And who else in there ever teammates in college?
I don't think so. I think they might have. I don't know. Let me check and see.
That would have been
my instinct is to say no.
I think my instinct says no too, but that's crazy because they also had Gail Goodrich. Them teams is like, throw it down, big man, throw it down.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she throw it down. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Shout out to Bouncy Titties.
Yeah, shout out to him.
So
nice
Henry Bibby, he was on the team with Henry Bibby.
Henry Bibby was on that team?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Former UFC coach.
Yeah. Henry Bibby, Jamal Wilkes, Greg Lee, and Swin Nader were on one there when he was first year. Bill Walt doesn't look like it.
Oh,
I can't find him.
I saw you saying name and they appear.
Both of them appear. I said JoJo name. She went down there.
Shout out to Isaiah. Shout out to little Isaiah. She's babysitting. Yeah, shout out to him. And shout out to every Tuesday. Shout out to Tuesdays. Go look at your son on Tuesday, people.
Oh.
If you haven't, you still got time. The night is still young. But Jalen Brunson also did something. He became the fourth player in NBA Finals history to be Finals MVP as a second-round pick. All right, can y'all name the other three? One was really most recent.
Hold on, Lou Alcindor and Bill Walton never played on the same varsity team, but they created back-to-back undefeated seasons.
That's insane.
Yeah. One of the back-to-back. So what? I think the first year might have been might have been
70, and then I just looked it up. Kareem was first. He came out in 69, and then Walton was there in 70.
That's how Magic got what he got. What'd you say, John?
Yo, you good? You all right?
What happened?
Yo,
okay.
I almost wore my shirt today too.
Yo.
I think I'm a weird Thursday. All right, go ahead, John. What was the question? I'm sorry. I didn't hear the question. That was Mark. All right.
If y'all want to know the shirt Mark is talking about, make sure y'all tune in to No Rules on Instagram Live Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Just have a positive mind state.
Yeah.
Yes, that shirt. Nessa, that shirt. But Jalen, can y'all name the other four players who were second-round picks to win Finals MVP before Jalen Brunson?
Second-round players win Finals MVP.
Second-round picks to win Finals MVP.
Draymond never won it.
No. I'll tell you, one was really most recent.
Shea wasn't a
no.
Shea
he was first round.
Shea was a first round pick.
Yeah,
who won it before OKC?
Last year it was
OKC. Who won it before them?
It was Boston.
Boston.
Oh no, Jalen Brown's first round. Who won it before Boston?
The Denver Nuggets.
Oh, Jokic.
Jokic.
Second round pick.
That's one.
Jokic is a second round pick.
Right, the other two are in the 70s.
Wes Unseld.
No, Wes
Unseld.
All right, here's the one hint. One dude played he won the championship on a team that's currently not existent at this present time.
Baylor.
Who won the champion? Who won the MVP for the 70s? For the Seattle Supersonics.
It was the Sonics. We know him for an infamous play for one of the NBA's most famous teams. He had a
big man, right?
No, he was a guard.
Who?
There's a steal by
Dennis Johnson. I was about to say, rest in peace, Dennis Johnson. He went to school with my family.
Come on, man. Dude, you gonna get.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah,
that's crazy. If they be mad as hell.
Yeah, RPDJ. You know what I'm saying? And then the last person actually was the first person to be a second round pick in the finals MVP. And I just put it like this. I'm gonna make it real easy. It was connected to the Knicks.
He was connected to the Knicks?
Mm-hmm. We had the Knicks win. When was the last time the Knicks won?
73.
Yep. And the person did it twice. When we think about the Knicks, what's the most famous? Hey, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
When we think about the Knicks, what's the most famous moment we remembered in the finals?
Oh, when oh boy walked back out.
What's his name?
Why I can't think? Why am I drawing a blank right now?
What's good?
What is his name?
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed, yeah.
He was a second round pick?
Yeah, that's right. Willis Reed was the second round pick. Was the first
I just draw
second round
blank right now. Yeah.
In finals MVP. He did it in 70 and 73. Then it was Dennis Johnson in 76.
Shout out to DJ.
And then Jokic 23, and now Jalen Brunson. Yes, it was Willis Reed.
Mm-hmm.
It was Willis Reed. So while we're here, let's just go to Cancun talking about the Knicks.
First,
let's stick with the positive vibes. We're gonna get to those guys. I got a lot to say about them. So you get the roster. Starting five is pretty much set. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns. You get their bench. Jose Alvarado is a player option. Deuce McBride staying around. But obviously they have $209 million of salary. They're in that first apron. They got the 24th pick in the draft.
31st,
55th.
They get the 3 picks. Okay.
What's that? 2 weeks from now, right?
It's next week.
Next week.
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Now one's
Tuesday. Shit! Why we be live?
No, round one will be 2. We'll probably be near the end of round 1, but it will be right. Round 1 starts 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific next Tuesday.
Hi, bye.
So we got Alvarado as a player option. Mitchell Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, Landry Shamet are all free agents of that notable core. So what else, Simone?
Do they?
Mark, I drew a blank. Being blanks. It go fat. It go fat on it. Fat always starting the jokes. But yeah, the Knicks.
Somebody said something.
Fat said you've been blank since '97. Pause.
Oh, okay.
I think his kid would say otherwise.
Hold up. Cody.
I'm just saying he's obviously not shooting them.
No. Neither am I, because father. I think none of us were, because we're all fathers,
Yeah, exactly. And more than one way or another.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm somebody's poppy. You know what I'm saying?
Papa Chulo.
Yeah, you good, dog?
I'm good.
All right.
Fat, here come Fat.
Fuck you, Fat. It's all love, though.
Hey, Fat, you better tune in 2 weeks for this big announcement.
Hey, yeah.
You might be a part of it. All right, so
no, you will be a part of it. You have to be on the show.
So Argentina is official now. Argentina wins 3-0 over Algeria. But the Knicks, they gotta pay Karl-Anthony Towns is gonna be in line for a contract extension. Obviously, so is Jalen Brunson. I want to play something from Jay Williams, because I think this has been the discussion the whole weekend. I'm going to play what Jay Williams said on the Get Up the other day, because there's been a discussion about Jalen Brunson and about, the offseason.
Shout out to my guy Jay Williams for more than one reason.
Yeah, he should have went to North Carolina.
He is. I don't care what school he went to, even though he went to the other school in North Carolina. He is a hooper.
Yeah,
and he was a hooper at Duke too.
So this was Jay Williams. Yeah, this is the right clip. Jay Williams is talking about. Obviously, the story has been that Jalen Brunson he signed a deal a year early and saved the Knicks $113 million in cap space in salary. Now that's been talked about, should other players be doing the same thing? Here's what Jay Williams has been hearing.
I think in the big picture, but one of the things that's going to happen, we talk a lot about, like, with the Knicks winning a championship, how does that reset the league or reset the market? What it is going to happen, because I've talked to a couple of different players that could be Supermax this year or next year, they're starting to feel a little pressure from team owners by saying, Jalen left $113 million on the table.
For sure.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
On the table. Okay, hold that
thought, because I'm coming to it as this hour continues. We're going to get strong. And I do mean strong pushback against that thought from you.
I'm giving strong pushback.
Breaking news this morning. If you're a tennis fan,
All right. The breaking news that they were breaking to was Venus and Serena Williams are going to be playing in the doubles at Wimbledon.
Oh, they about to tag team.
But back to what Jay Williams was talking about, and I cannot disagree to the highest. I'm not the one to tell a player how much money they should make. And I think that's where Mark was going. I guarantee that's where Cody's going to go. But no, what Jay Williams did was, and a lot of people need to understand, there was a hierarchy in there for Jalen Brunson to take this money. His godfather's the president of the franchise.
His dad
was an assistant coach on the team. You're in New York. Relax, JoJo. So he was going to make that money up regardless of endorsements.
And he did. He's already made the $113 million. I guarantee
and
that.
Now he's going to even go surpass it. Now that the Knicks don't win a championship, he done been Finals MVP. He done been on all these talk shows. He wants to be on Law and Order, and he's going to get more exclusive player edition Kobe's, all that. But no, I don't think the Jalen Brunson situation is going to be the norm. That was a unique situation. Go ahead, Mark.
I said on here before, I'm for players getting as much money as what they can get. I feel like you're worth as much as you can. Your agent can get you. It's not up to the players to show the GM how to be a better GM. If you a top-notch player in this league, and I guarantee you that if, let's just say, Dallas would have won a championship with Jalen Brunson, that $113 million wouldn't have been left on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I think they called Jalen Brunson at the right time where he was coming off being the second option. As Cody said earlier, when he left Dallas, he was the second option, and that's what he was perceived as the second option.
Yep.
So him taking that max deal probably would have looked crazy. So he took that deal, and like you said, everything, his godfather's there, his dad is there. He bet on himself, and I cool that as get it. But I guarantee his next contract with the Knicks, he's not leaving the money on the table.
You don't know that you have to call her if y'all still want to talk. I'm just being messy. Go ahead, Cody.
I mean, like Mark just said, like, I don't think at the time you have to. I think he's worth what the Knicks want to pay him, if that makes any sense. Like he just showed
hands in the air
that he is Finals MVP worthy. So like that ain't no shit, right? Like your team, obviously the people voted that's who you were the best player on the court, and 45 points shows a lot. Like we all thought at one point it was going to be the first two games. We thought it was going to be Cat. Then it kind of trajectory kind of went on because OG might come off and be there, but no. Jalen Brunson said at the last,
he just got him a signature shoe with Skechers.
Like, so the last two games, or at least the last two games, Jalen Brunson was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to show what I'm worth. I'm going to show that I am the man here in New York." And now you guys don't want to pay me somewhere, and people didn't want to pay me the money that I thought I was owed at the time, or now I've showed what I'm worth. So yes, I think that every bit of money that he's getting right now, he showed that he deserves that. And like I said, I hate the fucking Knicks, and I don't like anybody. I don't like them to succeed ever. But for him to come from, like I said, Robin to be his own kind of superhero, I think that's pretty fucking cool. Like good for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I look. This is not going to be something that is going to happen often. So the Knicks had a unique situation, and they took advantage of it, and now it's paid off. Look, they've got to the playoffs every year to Jalen Brunson. They've been out of the first round, and they got to the big show. They got the ring, and now it's time to see what happens next. Speaking of next, what is next for the San Antonio Spurs? That's going to be the question. The Spurs, they're under the luxury tax. Obviously, their 5 is pretty much set. Although Julian Champagnie has a team option. Harrison Barnes is a free agent. Obviously, a lot of those guys obviously Bismack Biyombo really didn't play. Obviously, the question being what they do with Julian Champagnie. Do they bring him back? They pick up his option. They let him opt out. They have.
I think they end up bringing him back because he was starting a lot. He just he would disappear down the stretch.
They got the mid level to to use up the $15 million, the biannual exception at 5.5. They got the 20th pick. They got 3 second-round picks. They got vets minimums. So the question is going to be, where do the Spurs go from here? I'll start with you, Cody. I know where Mark's going to go. Well, what do you think is going to be next for the Spurs to try to get over the hump?
De'Aaron Fox's ass got to go. I just feel like he's a starter, but like, golly, I don't feel like it was all his fault, but shit. And then the whole thing about recently, I don't know if anybody's seen that he stopped following the Spurs on social media, which
I saw that.
Yeah,
I hate that when players do that shit. I don't know if it's like the drum up fucking conversation about them or so people will forget about them for the moment. I don't know. It always feels like it's kind of stupid.
Well, Cody, me jumping right there. The owner of the Spurs' son on De'Aaron Fox's wife's picture said, "Enjoy your last summer in San Antonio," and right after that is when he stopped following the Spurs.
Yeah.
So I think it's a reason why De'Aaron Fox did that. I don't think he just did it just because.
I just feel like that they need, and this team's young as shit, and they showed it. They showed that I don't think they were ready for this. Like, they weren't ready for the big time. And I think that, like we said this before, the finals in their head, their Super Bowl, their finals championship was beating fucking Oklahoma City.
Yep.
And once that happened, this team just, like, that meme, the meme of the guy that's on the podiums and there's the guy at the top that's the champion, and then there's a guy on the second place and third place, and the guy that's shooting himself in the face with the champagne's like on third place podium. That's what the fucking Spurs are right now. They are that meme guy.
It does seem like it's what we got on. People were getting on KG for what he was saying. This is what he was talking about. But I didn't disagree with everything KG said, but you see now it seems like they were happy. It's very
I'd say it's more relevant now than what it was when he said it. Like, it literally, it's like hindsight's 2020. We kind of shit talked it when he did say it, but at the same time, like, at a certain point, it's like, I mean, to put this in, if people say put shit in NFL terms or put this shit in NCAA football terms, this is fucking winning your first 2 rounds of the playoffs in NCAA tournament and blowing your opponents out, but then getting to the finals or to the championship and getting the shit kicked out of you. Like, that's kind of like what this is, or winning in NFL playoffs and then getting to the championship round or the Super Bowl for that matter, and just not even walking out of the tunnel.
What Marcus Freeman got to do with this discussion, fact? I mean,
I still stand on what I said with KG. I still think he was wrong and all that. I just feel like experience matters, man. Experience showed up.
Well, I agree. I agree with that part. I agree with that one wholeheartedly. But I felt like that they, like I said, their championship was won when they beat Oklahoma City, and their head. I don't think their head was in it.
I think it's just me. I think in every aspect of basketball, outside of on the court, the Knicks outclassed the Spurs, and you don't never see that from the Spurs. Never see that from the Spurs.
Yeah,
that's why this is so shocking. Outcoached, they was out prepared. The conditioning
Pop would have never though.
Yeah, the conditioning was better. Like it just seemed like before we get to making shots and missing shots, everything that came with the sport of basketball, the Knicks was better at and was more prepared for. And that's the shocking part of it to me. And that's why I don't think that's on Wemby, and I think that's on the coaching staff. I think that's on the organization that where it is now. I like Mitch Johnson. I told you earlier this year, I like Mitch Johnson. I think he had a horrible coaching series.
What I'm saying, so Noah's asking, are you saying the Spurs shouldn't have been in the finals?
No, I said it before the series started. The only team that can beat OKC is the Spurs.
We all said that pretty much.
They match up great with OKC. The problem is experience matters. Experience really matters. And the Knicks had a chip on their shoulder. It's because
nobody wanted him to win.
Yeah, and it's a couple of small things that matter. Remember when Jalen Brunson scored 61 in San Antonio, and he was trying to get the ball from Wemby, and Wemby threw it in the crowd. It's small things like that, dog, where it's just like an experienced team. If that would have happened, they would have gave him the ball.
Exactly.
But now we go see you later on in the finals, and we holding that against you. It's small things like that add like. I don't think that, and when I say in the group chat, and and Nick and Tig was right. When I said the Spurs was the better team, I mean like just playing wise, the Spurs was the better team. But when it comes to overall as everything in basketball, the Knicks proved that they was more prepared for this moment, which proved that they was a better team. But dog, the Spurs could have played with them. It's just experience matters, man. We seen the Knicks previous to this year losing Game 7. We seen them Trae Young go crazy on them. We seen everything that got up to this moment. They learned how to lose before they get to this moment, and usually championship teams do that, dog.
I mean, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
They did,
and lost to Indiana.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I mean,
and then before that, they was in the second round.
Yeah, so every year Jalen Brunson's been there, they've gotten at least to the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who they lost to. I think they lost to the Heat in the first year Jalen Brunson was there.
They lost to the Knicks the second one.
You talking about the Knicks?
I mean, they lost to the Heat, the Hawks. The Hawks the second because Trae Young beat them when Brunson was there.
Okay, so that was 20. No. Brunson got there in 22. That was 21. When Trae Young went just Dark Vader on the Knicks. The next year they lost to the Pacers. The next 2 years they lose to the Pacers. The semifinals, they lose in the conference finals, and now here they are in the NBA finals, and they are champs. Let's talk about Wemby. Let's just go ahead and get dressed.
Bambi.
Let's just yeah.
Coaching counts. Coaching counts. Shout out to Mike Brown.
Yes.
Let's not glaze over that.
Yes, Mike Brown. 20 years. Nearly almost 20 years to the day. And
this is Andy Reid level winning a championship. This is literally Andy Reid winning his first Super Bowl.
Exactly. So you go back to Mike Brown when he was in Cleveland, had a LeBron, had a dumpster fire supporting cast, and got to a finals, had best record a couple of times.
He won Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year there. Obviously didn't pan out. He came to he obviously LeBron leaves, he loses his job, takes a year off, he comes to the Lakers for a year and a half.
Got fired, right?
Got fired. Got us to the second round the first year, lost to OKC, was fired 5 games into the season.
How come? Nope, never mind.
How come what? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because in Mike Brown's story, is only one player that got him fired.
Who got him fired?
They said LeBron.
Oh, okay.
But it was Mike Brown that Kobe get a death stare too, right?
Yep.
Mm. All right.
Next, he takes 2-year time off to be an analyst. He goes back to the Cavs for the second time around. Obviously, they were a younger team, so they didn't really have that. They weren't really going anywhere. He goes become an assistant coach on the Warriors, and then wins some rings under Steve Kerr. Gets a job in Sacramento, gets him to the playoffs, was coach of the year. But that whole
he got fired because of De'Aaron Fox.
Yes, he really did. That whole obviously everyone knows the Kings are a disastrous organization, and now he gets the job with the Knicks. And to me, this really also did another thing. Tom Thibodeau will never get a head coaching job in the NBA ever again.
He shouldn't. He the Black Doc Rivers.
He is. And I heard a lot of people they was trying to compare this to the Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr.
No,
this is not the
this
same
is
thing.
not it.
Steve Kerr was a rookie head coach. Mike Brown has been head coach almost 20 years in the NBA, and he's been an assistant for almost 10 years before. Years before that, one as an assistant with the Spurs, one as an assistant with the Warriors. Yes, Nova the White Doc Rivers. Our boy Robert Wilkins says Mitch Johnson definitely did not meet the moment. You could tell the second quarter of the game after the 29-point comeback. They played literally exactly the same way they did when they gave up the big lead. Yeah. And another thing I would say about Mitch Johnson, what the heck do you have against Dylan Harper? What you got against Dylan Harper? Someone answer the question?
I think that's politics, man.
Rookie, man.
I think that's politics. I'll be honest with you. I think that's politics. I think that's the player making the most money should be playing, and that's the difference between him and Pop. Pop don't care.
Right. And he had a better finals. He had a better conference finals than De'Aaron Fox too. This ain't been you play your best players. This is the finals. There's no coming back. If you got to play 6 players, you play 6 players.
That's a fact. Keldon Johnson too.
Yeah, he didn't show up either.
Yeah.
Bro, that fucking guy. Don't even get me started. That's another asshole that couldn't fucking fill a prop for shit.
Yeah, I want to see what we can get for him because
I needed 10 points, rebounds, and assists, and I couldn't get 4.
Nah, he's not going anywhere, Sam. He's a rookie. They're not gonna. They'll get rid of De'Aaron Fox before they get rid of.
No, he's saying he'll do everything to get Fox up out of there.
Oh, they're going to get rid of De'Aaron. They probably more likely are.
Only problem is with the way De'Aaron Fox played and that money he making is gonna be that's good. That's gonna be a tough trade.
It is.
That's gonna be a tough trade. Yeah.
Like
you're taking the L on it one way or the other. I think
it only takes one.
But Bambi, y'all talking about Bambi?
Wemby. Let me say this. Let me first get
his name is not Wemby no more.
Let me get this question out the way.
His name is Bambi. Yes, he's a dirty player. He's dirty as hell.
Yes, we agree on that. But let's just get this out the way because obviously I don't know if this was a polarizing topic or not, but who cares? Did you have a problem with him not shaking the Knicks' hands?
No, I don't care. I don't care about that.
I didn't either.
I don't care about that.
He ain't the first. He dang sure ain't gonna be the last.
I mean, you ever watch the game Aaron Rodgers get his ass kicked? You ever watch Josh Allen get his ass kicked? These dudes don't do. I mean, I just refer to everything as football because literally that's what I watch the most of. But
if you want to go to basketball, Kobe didn't shake the Celtics' hands after we
no,
got
fuck no. He trying to walk off.
We got eliminated by the Spurs when we was trying to go 4 in a row. He wasn't going to shake hands. We lost the Pistons.
Dwight Howard didn't shake Kobe's hand when he got fucking destroyed.
But this is the thing, and this is why I have a problem with this, is a lot of times these players don't shake hands on the court. And then when you go to the locker room, they go talk to each other and shake hands and show the mutual respect. I don't need to be on the court while y'all celebrating. No. I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's y'all's moment at that point.
Yeah. I don't need to do that. I don't care about shaking hands.
LeBron did it in 2007 after the Spurs swept the Cavs.
He went to the locker room.
And literally, Tim Duncan was walking out the door.
Yeah. He shook everybody. He went into the Spurs locker room, shook everybody hand. The Spurs. Nobody on the Spurs had a problem with that.
No.
It's just only the fans that never did anything in their life that have a problem with that.
Well, let's talk about Wemby. He didn't have a good finals.
Bambi.
I mean, this isn't college or high school where like you can't go to the opponent's locker room after the game
Hey Cody, I'm about to say something that I don't know if people. I don't give a fuck if they don't shake hands in college.
yeah.
I don't care about that neither.
I mean, I don't feel like it's like sportsmanship. Like some people take that shit. Some people take that shit more personal than others. I mean, like, yeah, you take your L and go home. Like, it is what it is at this point. Like, everybody, that's consolation prize. It's everybody wanting a consolation prize. Like, you already kicked my ass. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, and then, but see,
give you a reach around. Like, come on.
But see, what I don't like is people had a problem with how Anthony Edwards went to the Spurs and shook their hand.
That didn't bother me. And LeBron did that during the first year they lost to Golden State.
But the thing is when LeBron did it, it was like 3 minutes left in the game. Anthony Edwards did it with damn near 10 minutes left in the game. They was getting their ass beat.
Hey, he just knew. It was like sometimes, like, look, man. I know it was weird, but sometimes you just know.
Listen, I don't have a problem with it. You standing right in front of their bench. You can be, all right, look, I'm not going back in the game. I'm not about to come back over here at the end of the game and come shake your hand. No, I'm gonna do it right now. I don't have a problem with if you shake somebody's hand or not, because I guarantee you, when we see each other after the game, it's gonna be love. It's gonna be respect there.
I agree. I so agree. All right, but what does Wemby
Bambi
this offseason? Where
you can call him Bambi, John.
That's your name. I'm not gonna steal your trademark. He never gets serious to me. He never gets serious to me. He's gonna have to look. I don't expect this dude to be Shaq, but look, his game is better when he plays inside out instead of floating around the perimeter. Clearly, we all know he's going to shoot threes, whether we hate it or love it. A lot of people hate it, but his game is better when he is getting in that high post, getting on the block. Then you making your way out to the perimeter.
If I never see that 7'5" dude shoot another three, I'd be happy in my life.
I agree.
Oh, look at the puppy!
Shout out to the puppy. Is that the one that was sick?
No, this the old man. He's an OG. So this the OG right here.
The man of the house.
Yeah, hell yeah, he's an old man. So he's like sitting here by my leg, like pick me up.
He's Hercules from the Sandlot. By the way, I don't know if you heard this, Cody. Somewhere, the MLB in is going to air the Sandlot in local drive-through theaters on the 4th of July.
That'd be
Ohtani.
We go back. Yeah, it's gone.
Yes, needed it from Ohtani.
First, Dodgers up on the board. That's home run number 15 for Shohei Ohtani.
But yeah, sometimes I'll call him Wimpy.
That's what he played, and he played with me. We're gonna talk about his dirty tactics also. Go ahead, Mark.
He needs to just go look at I forgot. He's too much trying to be a guard, man. You 7'5". I don't care that you can dribble. Your skill set is not enough to get by the guards and the small forwards. You're not doing that.
I want to give a little breaking news. Billy Donovan, according to many executives, believe Billy Donovan is going to take a year off in coaching, and he'll obviously potentially angle for a return to college at a blue blood program after passing on North Carolina. There's buzz that Donovan could be very intrigued by Kentucky in 2027.
Listen. I'm not mad. I'm
not mad because we hired Mike
Malone, and he's been getting recruits. So
he's been doing his job. Don't tell me Billy Donovan couldn't have did that and did it better. Don't give me the excuse Billy Donovan's been out of college basketball for over a decade. I don't care. That's Billy freaking Donovan. That is a 2-time national champion. Now, I hate Florida, but let's be clear. If he was doing that at Florida in the 2000s with Joe Kim Nolan and Al Horford and those guys, what the heck do you think he's gonna do in the NIL area?
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
But anyway,
back to Wimpy, or Bambi, or whatever y'all want to call this dude.
Bambi.
Shout out to you, Mickey.
Offensively, the Knicks they threw different bodies at him. and they leaned on him. Him being so light, that's gonna weigh on his body, is gonna weigh on his fatigue. So I get it. Offensively is, cool, but your impact should be defensively.
Fucking Spurs needed Chris Paul so bad. They needed Chris Paul so bad. Like literally needed Chris Paul. Just for the simple fact of veteran leadership and telling Wemby to like not do dumb shit like I seen him do before, like I saw him do before.
The
like,
whole series.
They suck. Yeah. Just
Bambi disappeared in the moments where he needed the most. Mm-hmm. What game was that? That was game 2 when he saw Castle call for the ball. He didn't throw it to him. Then he waited till Castle turned his back and didn't throw it to him.
Yep, that was game 2.
And then he also had 3 other guards in the backcourt with him. He could have passed it to. Like, and then that game where everybody is killing De'Aaron Fox, rightfully so, because he made a boneheaded play.
Game 4.
He missed 2 critical free throws.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That I lost on those 2 free throws alone. I'm like, there's one of 2 things happening here. The game's too big for you, or tinfoil hat there, you just threw the fucking whole series because it's literally one thing or the other. There's no in between. The game was just too big for him. And I'm going to err on the side of that. The game was just too big. The series was just too big. And the NBA hadn't written the script.
What did that say?
Sam says, and Wemby doesn't.
He does.
Don't need to put him away, but he just needs to have a tougher minded mentality, like a mama mentality, a killer instinct.
He does. He has to get stronger because there's no way in the world him being 7'5", they putting Alex Caruso on him. There's no way they should be putting Josh Hart on him, OG on him, and it's been effective. You have to be stronger, dog. You have to get stronger.
So I mean, okay. So let's just think about it like this. Remember when KD was young? Like he couldn't even bench like 185.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know how much it really affects fucking basketball players. But I mean, you got to be able to fucking move people around, dude. Just because you got Stretch Armstrong arms don't mean that you can't have a little bit of upper body strength. Come on, dude.
Cody, it all goes according to position. Like Kevin Durant not being able to lift weights is fine with me because he's a shooter.
Yeah,
lifting weights can alter.
I know for a fact it hinders. It can hinder your shot. You can put too much muscle on, and you can be muscle bound. But
as a big man, you have to have some weight. You have to have some weight. Like I said, there's no way that a team should put a guard on a 7'5" dude and don't have to double team him. Yeah. He have to add strength to that.
OG Anunoby was putting him in the refrigerator.
I'm not even. OG is a top notch defender.
And Josh Hart.
Josh Hart. When I see, and don't get me wrong, I like Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso looked like he could have been my science teacher in high school. Alex Caruso guarding Wemby, dog. You got damn near a foot and a half on him, and you can't move Alex Caruso. Mm-hmm. There's something wrong with that, dog. There's something wrong with that. That's an issue. Sam, it's not, but you can be in great shape and don't have no muscle and you're not effective, especially as a big man. That's part of the reason why. John, I don't know how old everybody is in here, but John, do you remember when in the 80s when Jordan couldn't get past the Pistons?
Yes, of course I did.
Dog, it wasn't about he wasn't good enough. You know what he started doing? He started hitting the weights.
He got in the weight room.
And what that ended up doing is at the end of the season, you had the strength and you had your win. You still had everything in you to push through. When you're not in the weight room like that, and basketball weights is different than football weights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As a basketball coach, we told them 15 seconds at every stop.
Right.
You just getting yourself into
conditioning. Yeah.
But
you got to be used to carrying your weight around, jumping up and down. Like if at Wemby's fucking 230 pounds or whatever he fucking weighs, dude outweighs me by 15 pounds. Like, come on.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
When you got Jokic that's almost fucking 300 pounds.
Yeah, and Wemby's in good shape. I mean, and Jokic is in good shape.
Yeah. I mean,
he don't look like it, but when it comes down time to make the play, I mean, when it comes down to at the end of the season to be there, he's there.
That's right.
He just built like a fucking tank.
Yeah, I don't care if you round. I don't care about none of that. When I need you at the end of the season, if you there and you show up and you have the condition to do it, you in good shape to me. I don't care if you don't have Wemby's body. If you can't make it through, if you can't push through,
Wemby only weighs 236. Yeah,
Nova, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think he weighs that much.
He's probably at best 220.
I think he was at Jordan's playing weight, which is 215, 220.
If he's at 220, that's fucking insanity. I mean, like, I think KG played around 240, 235, something like that. I feel like that would be, I mean, 20 pounds of just lean muscle mass on a dude that's framed is that fucking big. I know, don't get me wrong, he's 7'5". You don't want to fucking put too much weight on his knees and shit like that.
You don't.
But at the same time, like, a little bit goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
But you can even turn that. Let's just say if he is 236, or even if you get him to 250, and that last 14 pounds is muscle, that's good. He's not getting pushed around by guards no more. I guarantee you that.
Dirk was 245, so somewhere between actual full weight of 240 to 250 at 7'5". I mean, even Sean Bradley's big Gumby ass back in the day wasn't like.
He was closer to 300. I thought he was like 270 or.
Sean Bradley was.
I think Sean Bradley was closer to 300 when he was playing.
275. 275 play rate. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And shout out to Sean Bradley. We all know what he's going through right now. Healthy recovery.
Yeah. But I just think that he needs some weight. And like I said, it don't have to be a massive gain. He don't have to get up to 275. I don't want to see Wemby at 275.
I think 250 is probably good at 7'5".
Yeah, I was about to say 250, 255. Do you remember when LeBron came in and he was 280, 275, but it was muscle?
You're right.
He didn't look that. That's just muscle.
And you don't want to end up putting too much weight. We all saw how that ruined Yao Ming's career. And that's the prototype for a big man who's got that skill set, but Yao Ming was more of a back to the basket center than Wemby is. But Yao Ming,
he was 310. Yao was 310. Yao was over 300 pounds.
And
his legs was like tree trunks.
And he only had a good 5. He only was able to play like a good 5 to 6 years. He retired in 2011, but clearly he had a good 5 to 6 year run before the feet and the injuries just caught up with him. He still made the Hall of Fame because obviously, how many dudes 7'6" from China be the number 1 pick? Bella.
Oh Jesus!
8 years and 8 All-Stars, man.
He was All-Star every year.
Well.
They put him over Shaq. They put him over Shaq a couple times.
We also know All-Star game is kind of like a.
That was a fan.
Hey, give me my fucking win, okay? Like he was one of the poster boys of my childhood, okay?
Listen, I fuck with Yao Ming.
Or my teenage years, I guess.
Yes, Yao Ming was the man.
I fuck with Yao. I think him and T-Mac should have did more though.
Yeah, they should.
They should have. But that's another story for another day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's stick to the NBA. I want to get into another topic with the NBA. So this now, with the Knicks being now the champion, and this is going to be the 8th straight year that we have a different champion in the National Basketball Association.
Oh, thank God. This is the topic I really wanted to talk about, John.
Yes, I know. This for you, Cody. And
I've been chopping at the bit over this shit all fucking day.
So it's not since the 2017-2018 Warriors that we had back-to-back champions, but since 2019 with the Raptors, 2020 the Lakers, 21 the Bucks, 22 the Warriors, 23 the Nuggets, 24 the Celtics, last year OKC, and now this year the Knicks. We've had 8 straight years where we've had a different NBA champion. And the question is being asked, is parity good for the NBA?
Absolutely.
Someone who did not agree with that take was one Vincent Goodwill of ESPN.
That's what I fucking said, Mark.
Long time NBA writer at Yahoo, now works for ESPN, and he had to say one of the most blasphemous things about the NBA and where it's at with all this parity.
All the rest of it. It's dynasty or parity, which is better for the sport?
I think dynasty is better for the sport because if we're going to look at the way that the NBA experiences golden age, those 2 decades where it went from Magic and Bird and Isaiah in between to Michael Jordan, that's where you had the greatest explosion in growth. And it's not just because those guys hoarded the championships. Now you're legislating parity. The owners are saying you aren't allowed to be great for an extended period of time because look at Oklahoma City with Durant and Westbrook and Harden. They weren't allowed to keep their 3 guys together because the money says, okay, you drafted too well. You drafted 3 MVPs. Yeah. You can't hold on to them. The reason that the Knicks won this championship is because Minnesota could not afford to hold on to Karl Anthony Towns, and he became the final piece for them. So it's going to also cost the Knicks on the back end. But to your general question, I like to know that greatness is validated. How do we know that any of the last 8 champions are actually validated because they have not done it again? It's itching to get out. Boston is thinking about trading Jaylen Brown. They don't believe in their one championship. LeBron's one championship in LA was not enough. So why would it be enough for us?
Validate is the Larry O'Brien that I put on that shelf and it stays there forever. That's the validation. The Laker thing.
Oh, you mean participation trophy then?
I'm sorry, Larry O'Brien is a participation.
Everybody gets one.
It is an actual trophy.
Rob said the same fucking shit.
That's the only one I get because it's summer camp. Like it was in one little bubble, and that's why people give them crap about that. But no, you win the title, it's validated. You're forever a champion. The difference, of course, is to me, you can have rivalry without dynasty.
That was on the Get Up
again, and I'm gonna say, who the hell is that dude?
Vince Goodwill.
Yeah, he need to go back. He need to be put in the Goodwill.
What up, AC? He said NBA needed new champs. Paco was good. What you can't this.
Paco, what up with Candace? What up with it?
So let me read some of the comments. I was going to say whoever this dude is with the medium receding hair. Yeah, that's funny, Sam.
Mini Stephen A. Smith.
But he said the parity is what's needed. The NBA 8 or 9 different champions. Nova says dynasties are only great for marketing shareholders, in my opinion. People think that when you go to work that they got to start saying, yeah, they really do. They really do, Rob. All right. Before Cody goes, I'm gonna let Mark go because Cody was really hot about this when I posted it on Twitter. So I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna let Cody back clean up on this because this was one of the stupidest things I've heard all day.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man, and I hate this, and we talked about this on here before. I hate when people say if you never played, you should shut the hell up. But
might be right this time.
But he sounds like somebody who's never played nothing and never won nothing. Do you know how hard it is to win a championship at any level, at any sport?
It's difficult.
And so for you to say it's not validated because you didn't go back to back, no, that's your selfish, insecure ways, and it's a good chance he has 1 or 2 players as the GOAT, and they went back to back. You know what I'm saying? And so to him, that's probably what the standard is. But that's not the standard in real sports. You know what I'm saying? The standard in real sports is if I can get to a championship and I can win one, dog, everything else, all the moves I made before this, the Mikal Bridges fucking picks trade is all validated now.
It is.
I just don't understand. I don't understand what Mr. Goodwill Hunting. They were smart in Goodwill Hunting. Oh,
shout out to Matt Damon.
Hey, that don't make no sense, dog. That irritated me when I saw it. So go ahead.
All right, man. Vinny, Vincenzo, Vincent, Goodwill. First of all, obviously, the man. I mean, man does have good taste. He dates Kimberly Martin, so that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But on this, from a dude who grew up in Detroit, who grew up in the heart of the Bad Boys era, you gonna tell me this was bad? Come on, what are we talking about? Look, we hate it. Look, people hate dynasties, only like dynasties unless it's their team.
Yep.
You dang right I want the Lakers to win every year. You damn right I want the Dodgers to three-peat this year. You right, I want the Broncos to win the Super Bowl every year. I want the Tennessee to win the Natty every year. I want North Carolina to win the national championship every year. But that doesn't mean just because they ain't going back to back or three-peated, meaning that it's bad for the sport.
Wait, my team went back to back in college football.
Yeah.
And I'm still not. Oh, that still don't mean whoever wanted. All because Indiana won a championship last year don't mean that it's not validated.
Exactly.
Like that don't make no sense to you. Hurt.
Come on now. This is stupid. And yeah, Sam. I mean not RP, but salute the Lawrence Tander, the longtime PA in the Lakers. He's retired. He's stepping down. He's going to be taking an advisory role. So shout out. Rob says whether they're great is a discussion on a different day. But I don't know how anyone could have watched the playoffs and question the validity.
Facts. That's a fact
of what the Knicks did. You can't.
That's a fact. That right there is facts. The Knicks lost one time since April.
They went down 2-1 to the Hawks, and then they went on a 13-game winning streak. And let's be clear, had they just showed up in Game 3, that series is probably over in 4.
Well, in that game, they could have won that game.
Exactly. They lost by 4.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Cody. This is your time, man. I know this has been bothering you, and then obviously there's another topic we gonna get to that you've been wanting to discuss. We gonna get to as we close out the NBA. But go ahead, get your thoughts off on this situation.
This fucking nerd is the same guy that have been crying if the fucking Thunder would have won another championship. Like literally, out of all people, I did some digging about this fucking guy after you posted this, and I was like, let me learn a little bit about this guy before I personally attack him because I'm going to. So, like you said, he's from Detroit. So, literally, he kind of glazed over the bad boy Pistons there and was like, "Oh, the dynasties. We need a dynasty." Like, okay, yes, but you kind of just like left them out. You just kind of nitpicked on who you wanted to talk about there, and then like this guy, he's a beat writer for the fucking Knicks and the Nets.
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Literally, like, and for the people that missed this banter on Twitter when I posted this after John posted this, I was like, parody is great for casual fans and like what Nova said. Essentially, people that love to see dynasties are good for avid or like parody's good for casuals. So like me, I like seeing a new champion every year because I don't really have. I mean, I'm a Rockets fan, but I know deep down in my heart that the fucking Rockets aren't going to win like back-to-back championships. I like to see a new champion crowned every year. I just do. Now, again, when it comes down to like the NFL, I will want to see the Texans go on a fucking 6 championship run like the Patriots and be one of the best all time. Yes. And I loved seeing my Georgia Bulldogs and Mark's Georgia Bulldogs win 2 titles in a row.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like parody is a good thing. It's good for casual fans. And then dynasties are good for money, avid fans who love to see their team win. And then, or people that love to see or hate to see another team win. So like if you are, let's just say you're a Nets fan and these fucking Knicks go and rail off a couple 3 championships in a row, or a Boston fan at that, a Boston fan, and they go rail off a couple championships in a row, you love to fucking hate that. Like that makes you want to watch basketball more and say, hey, I fucking want to see the Knicks lose.
Yep.
So it's good for people that actually are avid fans of the sport. So this jackass goes on ESPN, like Rob said, and says the most asinine shit. Like I just feel like they have a quota. They're like police officers that have a speeding ticket quota. They have a fucking quota of how much jackass things that they can say and spit out their mouth to just look stupid.
Yeah.
So, and that's just the dumbest shit. And I'm like, this is not dynasties. People don't watch the NBA. That's not the reason why they don't. So don't make that the reason why they don't. So
yeah,
that's all I've got to say about this fucking nerd.
I agree with Cody. I agree. The parody actually because if I'm not really a big fan of something, and every time I turn on the game, the same team is winning, But if I come on there, if I'm trying to get invested into a game, and I see this team is good, and then this team is good, or this team is good, or this team is good, it seems like more of a thing that would catch my interest.
This is like okay, and
I'm just interested to see something I've never seen before. You know what I mean? Like I've never seen the Knicks win a championship before, even though it felt like in my brain that they've won a million of them. Right. It's just because they've just been a good team in the past,
right?
And it felt like they had won a championship.
And on top of that, man, New York is one of them cities where when they winning, the atmosphere is just different. It's electric. You can feel it.
Wait till Thursday.
And the basketball,
it's very polarizing. It's a very polarizing.
Yeah, there you go. It's polarizing. Even if I'm not a Knicks fan, nobody on this broadcast is a Knicks fan.
Nope.
But to see that and see the Knicks win a championship, it kind of meant something as a basketball fan to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, we lived that 94 finals when they was in the game 7 and John starts with 2 for 13 and 0 for 11 from 3, and you got Rolando Blackman sitting on the bench and Pat Riley doesn't play him.
I should have investigated him for the betting.
All right, Paco, let's breathe. Let's get to the summer first. Obviously, no one thought they were going to beat the Spurs in 99. This was these last 2 years were one of the first 2 legitimate chances in almost 30 years that the Knicks had hope of winning a championship, and they got it done. They got it done this year. And now next year, we open the season in Madison Square Garden. The first game of the season on national TV is going to be on Madison Square Garden. If you're the NBA, I'm giving y'all be the schedule makers. Who is watching the Knicks get these rings and hoist this banner? And let's leave the Spurs out of it. That's too easy. That's too easy to pick the Spurs.
You said who should be there?
Yes, who should be the first team to pick?
Boston.
You say Boston.
I said the Lakers.
Boston.
They're gonna put the Lakers in prime time.
I said the Lakers and Knicks should be prime time. Your two biggest markets.
I say that for Christmas. I say Lakers and Knicks for Christmas.
I think it's Boston, or you just rip one off the cuff and it's the Thunder or some shit like that, because that's it. And like, oh well, if the Thunder would have been in the finals, they might have beat the Knicks. You know,
I'm going to pick. We didn't get a chance to see it in the conference finals. Give me Knicks and the Pistons opening night. Give me Knicks and Pistons opening night. Give me Knicks Lakers on Christmas. Give me Luka in the Garden on Christmas.
It depends. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know Lakers brand is a Lakers brand. If LeBron's still in the Lakers, and I'm with that.
We talked about it, Candace. You go back and watch the replay. We got into Wemby.
If LeBron's still in the Lakers, I'm with that. But on Christmas, but I just feel like opening night, dog. Ring night.
Do we think if Tyrese is back that Halliburton's back, if the Pistons, the Pacers and the Knicks,
see that. Yes. I can see that.
He'll be back.
That would be a draw.
He'll be back.
I can see that. He'll be back. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the Knicks fan base is gonna be a draw no matter what. They go make all the numbers you need to hit anyway. So it don't really matter who you really put against them. But I think that first game you should put somebody against them that's equally yoked with them.
But congratulations to the Knicks and Vince Goodwill. That was a stupid take. So one more other NBA note before we get to this
fucking Vince
NFL story. Giannis, where we it's either going to be the Celtics or the Heat. When you think when it's all said and done, where's Giannis going?
Milwaukee.
He's not even in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's no way he's coming back to Milwaukee. I think he's gone. He's gone. I think he's either in Miami or he's in Boston.
Do you think Miami can get him without trading Bam?
Yeah, because they gotta get a third team. And there's also these rumors that the Clippers might get involved, and that will shift Jaylen Brown to the Clippers, and the 5th pick will go to Milwaukee. Now, personally, I don't know why Jaylen Brown has to understand. If you go to the Clippers, you're not the one.
Well, Kawhi?
Yes.
Is Kawhi gonna be there next year?
I ain't buying this whole aspiration crap, dude. they talk to me when they reach a verdict. Cody knows gave us some legalese about it months ago. Man, they saying they were at the finish line. Dude, wake me up when you have an announcement, Adam Silver. And you're all calling out names in a minute. But let's get to this story. Brendan Sorsby. Let's go ahead and talk about this story.
Let's go ahead and talk about Cody. Cody might be
my Nostradamus.
Yeah.
We might be talking to a Nostradamus. So if you
I felt this so deep down in my heart, man.
So if y'all haven't been following the story, Brendan Sorsby was quarterback who transferred to Texas Tech, was obviously lost in eligibility because he gambled on games while he was a quarterback at Indiana. He went on to Cincinnati, and now he transferred to Texas Tech. Unfortunately, NCAA ruled him ineligible because he bet on his bets. Oh, we're gonna get to that one in a minute. We're gonna get to that at the end of the show, Sam. Now the report came out. Cody said this maybe like a week or two ago that he thinks that Brendan Sorsby might end up in the supplemental draft. Well, look what happened in the last 24 hours.
We've had 3 weeks. We've had 3 weeks of this shit. Like literally, I said he's going to go in the supplemental draft.
Yeah.
Then we were like, oh, he's going to go back to Texas Tech last week.
Yeah.
Or go to Texas Tech last week. And we talked about the whole case. And I was like, man, I wish he would have went to supplemental draft. And then we get this week, Bucker's signing up for the supplemental draft.
So he's leaving school. He's going to get a supplemental draft.
Shout out to the Browns.
We don't get Cody's thoughts on this because he called this from day one.
This is not the only thing Cody called. He called something else too. I forgot what it was, but he called something else.
Trey Henderson to the Ravens. He said
he called that today. He called something else recently too. Let me think about it. He called something else too.
But I want to play.
We got to give Cody his props.
This is from the insiders. It's Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero, talking about the impact of Brendan Sorsby entering the supplemental draft.
Who the hell is number 52 for the Dodgers?
Yeah, and there's so much here, so much research and work that teams have to do to try to look into Brendan Sorsby, the player, the person you mentioned the gambling addiction. Teams are going to have to do their homework there, try to understand what was there, why, what he has done in the meantime, what is going to happen in the future. The off-the-field situation, certainly something that teams are going to have to dig into. As far as the on-field situation, I talked to 7 general managers today in the NFL, most who did not need a quarterback, just so you hope to get the honest viewpoint. Everyone viewed him as a first-round talent. That was universal. Most believed that he would end up going in the 2nd or 3rd round, mostly because, let's say you want a first-round quarterback. I mean, you'd have to give up a pick in next year's draft, not knowing who you may or may not have been able to take. It's a high risk. It's a high price. Not sure that's going to happen. A 2nd rounder, though, certainly would make sense. A 3rd rounder if he's still available. Just to give you, Mike, some idea of some of the feedback. More upside than Cade Klubnik and Drew Aller was what one GM said. Good arm, accuracy up and down, a little streaky, a lot of upside. As far as the teams, I would say, well, I don't know, anyone who still needs a franchise quarterback, right?
So that's Ian Rappaport on the insiders talking about where Brendan Sorsby will go. This could be as they just pointed out, this could be the highest pick in the supplemental draft since Josh Gordon in 2012. Everyone's wondering what happens when he gets in the league. Will he be suspended? It is a possibility because we go back to Terrell Pryor. Terrell Pryor was gambling. He was selling. This is pre-NIL. He sold some memorabilia. Got paid for it. Was driving around Ohio State in a Ferrari or something, and he got kicked out of school. He ended up with the Raiders. He got suspended, I think, for 5 games going into the NFL. Sorsby's probably going to get that same type of fate. But if you're a team, and I'll start with Mark first, then we'll let Cody break it down. And you need a quarterback. Are you doing it? Are you going to give up you're giving up a pick in next year's draft?
You give up a 1st-round pick?
You can't. It's kind of like a bidding war. It's kind of like an auction. So basically,
it's all through email,
right? So
So basically it's blind. It's like a blind, it's a blind thing. So like nobody knows. So all these teams, they're based in tiers, right? So like the teams that have 6 losses or 6 wins or less are in like tier 1.
Gotcha.
And they basically just send in emails to the NFL and say, hey, if Brendan Sorsby's available, it was available here, we would give 2nd round pick for Brendan Sorsby.
Got you.
But they don't know what. So Browns might say 2nd round pick. Jets might say 4th round pick. Dolphins might say 2nd round pick. Steelers might say 4th round pick. You know what I mean? Like, so they don't know until it's time. And then what happens is that team, whichever team gives the highest pick,
gets the player.
Gets the player, but they have to sacrifice that same pick in the 2027 draft.
Got you.
But it has to be their pick. So for the Jets have multiple 1st round picks in 2027 draft. If the Jets fucking suck and get the number 1 overall pick,
they lose number 1 overall pick.
Yes, because that's their pick. But if they have the pick from the Colts, I think, whoever they have the extra pick from, again, they get to keep that 1st round pick, but they don't get to keep their own.
Yeah, so it's pretty much how good you think this player is going to be. If I need a quarterback, Atlanta has a lot of money tied up at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I think a team like Atlanta, who is a quarterback, a good quarterback, can put them in position to be successful.
And by the way, Sam, cover your ears. If he would have came out in this draft, he would have been rated higher than Ty Simpson.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. Somebody like Minnesota. If I'm Minnesota, I would see, you know what I'm saying, what's to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We'll just run down the divisions. If you think about teams who need quarterbacks, do you think the Jets do it or they wait for the NFL draft?
Wait for the NFL draft.
All right. That's AFC East. Because I didn't know that's the only team who need a quarterback.
Miami.
Okay, Miami. Oh, they just signed Malik.
Miami.
That's 2.
Mm-hmm.
NFC East. Nobody in the NFC East.
Thank you.
AFC North. Obviously, you got the Browns.
Pittsburgh.
That's 4.
They drafted Aller and they have Howard, but I don't think they believe in either one of those.
Right. NFC North, the Vikings. That's 5. Go to the South, AFC South. We don't.
Nobody.
The Colts. Do we? I know they pay Daniel Jones, but do we think?
I think they're pretty good with Danny Dimes. I don't think that they want him.
The Saints. I mean, the NFC South, not the Saints, but the NFC South. Keep an eye on this Baker Mayfield situation with his contract.
Oh yeah.
I do think they'll get a deal done, but keep your eye on this whole Baker Mayfield situation. Because that would be the only place I can see in the South, because I think obviously the Saints love Tyler Shuck, Bryce Young in Carolina, Atlanta, and maybe throwing Atlanta if they're not too sold on Michael Penix. And
they got Tua though.
And now you got Tua as a backup. AFC West, nobody's going there. NFC West, Arizona.
I just think they suck. They suck so bad that they're going to get the number 1 overall pick, and they're not going to give a 1st round tender for that.
So there are teams out there, but is Brendan Sorsby worth it? Yes. The question is who's going to be the team that
I heard Daniel Jeremiah today compare Sorsby to Jackson Dart.
Okay.
And I went back and watched some of his highlights, and Jackson Dart without the dumb plays at Ole Miss. And I'm like, yes, that makes a lot of fucking sense. And what's even more crazy to me is I also saw today that a rookie tight end for the Browns, played with Sorsby at Cincinnati and had over like 1,000 yards or like over 900 yards receiving with him. So this might be shit or get off the pot moment for Shedeur if the Browns take him. So
I think so. I think so too. I think the other quarterback they had over there at Cleveland, I think that he's
I think the one that got bitched out by Jared Verse is gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone. And right now, they, like you said, Shedeur is. This is you gotta put up or shut up for Shedeur.
And Rub and Tug is on private jets with his wife playing NCAA while his wife is watching him. So
getting a rub and tug.
Sound like Deshaun Watson. And the Dodgers win 1-0 over the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's get it. All right. Let's get to this one.
Hold on, go back. Paco said my Browns are gonna have.
They're gonna have top picks. It's not happening. Why would they?
Hey, Paco, it don't have to be the first round pick. They can just say we'll give up a third round pick.
Yeah, it's just kind of like if they think that he's worth whatever grade he's worth, they want to take the chance. I mean, literally, even if he does get, let's just say he does get smacked on the hand with a 5-game suspension or whatever, that's 5 games that you get Shedeur to start or Deshaun Watson to start, and then Sorsby's there to show. And what have you lost? A 2nd-round pick that you probably were going to draft a quarterback next year with anyway, and he's a better quarterback than what they're saying a lot of them would have been. So I don't know.
All right. Final segment before we get to call out names. Over the weekend, Sunday, this went down at the White House. UFC 250, Freedom 250. I'm gonna say this. Look, I like the setup. The card was dope, but let's just look. I got something to say about a certain UFC fighter during calling out names. But overall, I enjoyed this event. Look, we're not gonna get all political and stuff about it being there, Trump and Dana White walking through the White House and all that other crap. I'm not doing all that. I thought it was a good concept, but I think everybody really needs to chill. Now, this not gonna happen again.
Right, it's not.
Yeah, Dana White already said that's not happening again.
Can't afford it. Well, this fucking thing's the claw's gonna sit out in front of the fucking White House because they have nowhere to fucking put it.
Crazy. What?
I'm gonna get there, Paco. But yeah, what did you make of it, Cody? Me and you was watching it, on Sunday. What did you make of it overall?
I mean, to be totally honest with you, being that it was the first card ever in UFC history to end all the fights to end in a KO or TKO, I thought it was I thought that was pretty good. Like I thought it was a good card. I thought that I felt like UFC was a little bit lazy with their fucking AI, that shit that I could do with the $10 app on my phone. They were putting videos out on and they're $1 billion company. This cost them $60 million or whatever the fuck it was to put this thing on. And they were using AI videos that I could make on my phone. So that kind of pissed me off. But shout out to the troops that got to be there, the 4,000 or whatever troops, and then the 80,000 people that got to watch it in the lawn or in the park. I thought that was pretty cool. But shout out Justin Gaethje and beating just cinder block fist on Tapuria's face. That was crazy.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let it land on their face.
Yeah,
exactly.
Shout out those who like it on the face. My bad. Yeah,
the Spaniards, the Spanish people that like white things on their that white stuff on their face. My bad. White things. What?
All right. Shout out to the facials. All right, let's get to the final segment of the show. Salted and imitated is never duplicated. Sometimes you gotta say stuff in the sports where you get called out for, and this is the place we do it. It's time for calling out names. I'm gonna keep this up here. I'm not gonna play the stupid comment, but I'm gonna just say this to Josh Hokitt. You stink. You know what you said? That was foul. And that did not need to be said.
I think he's. Oh, never mind.
And let me also say this to everybody. Just because we watched this event does not mean we're Trump supporters. And let me also say this. Just because not every black person in the world defended Michelle Obama does not make them a sellout.
Yeah, can we please stop with the C word?
A coon?
Yes.
Can I didn't want to say it and get banned, but can we stop calling black people coons, please?
So every black person has to stand up. Let me be clear. I didn't like what you said about Michelle Obama, but you have to understand not every black person supports her. And if you don't support her, you're wrong. No, I don't agree with what he said because I thought it was pretty much disrespectful. That's a mother. That's a wife.
Yeah.
She is a former first lady. Have some class. You did that for attention.
Oh yeah, dude was playing a character. This dude's fucking like he's like wants to be a 90s fucking wrestling heel so bad that it's like it's not even funny. So he just said that shit regardless if he believes it or not. Just to get people to do what they're doing. Really, like he was pandering to the lowest common denominator. And yeah, Paco, he's a fucking clown. Yeah, he was. But a lot of it was he was pandering to the lowest common denominator, and he wanted people to talk about him and put his name in their mouth, and now he's in your mouth, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Pause.
And yeah,
Pause.
Pause or no pause. I'm just saying. So
it's Pride Month, so no pause.
That guy's a fucking gump. Like he's a fucking gump, and I hate him more for beating my guy Derek Lewis more than just being a fucking faggot.
You made Derek Lewis go. Let me be clear. We apologize for the use of that last word.
Sorry.
We apologize for using
like that's as bad as the C word. So I'm just saying, like that really pisses me off. Like
yeah. So we apologize for losing the last word, but I agree with what Cody was saying. It was totally out of pocket.
Not in the sense that it's used on derogatory. It's more like asshole type shit.
Yeah, he was.
Cody's sentiments is correct.
He really were. All right, let me get to enough of that guy. Let's go ahead and get to some NBA stuff I want to call out. Adam Silver, you're gonna call out names. This might not be a popular opinion, but I'm gonna say y'all missed two flagrant fouls with Wemby in the finals. He should not be allowed to play opening night. That should be retroactive. He got his third flagrant penalty point for the elbow to Karl Anthony Towns. You need to go back and give him that fourth one for stepping under Jalen Brunson's ankle.
And looking at it before he did it.
That's 4 flagrants. He should be out opening night. Opening night is a privilege, not something that you should be given. So therefore, he shouldn't be playing opening night. And I don't know why y'all haven't did that, but that's a whole nother conversation. Kenyon Martin. So we was talking about this whole situation weeks ago, how Becky Hammond, Draymond Green said, Jalen Brunson couldn't get him to a finals, can lead a guy to a finals because he's undersized, blah, 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 blah. But Kenyon Martin, he called out Becky Hammond, and it seemed a little personal, and I think he was a little out of pocket. And let me be clear, Becky Hammond historically is right about small guards being lead teams to finals. As long as one being 3. Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas. But listen to what Kmart was saying on Gil's Arena recently.
Small guard couldn't be the man to get a chip. First and foremost, why would he pay attention to anything Becky Hammond has to say to start there? Right? Let her stick on that side of basketball. Like, why would he pay attention to anything she has to say?
That sounds misogynistic.
She was Pop's first assistant.
So I don't care. Don't get me started on that skill.
Is Greg gonna have to Popovich?
Listen, don't get me started.
Wasn't nice.
Yeah, don't. No. No, don't no.
Every kind of want to get you started.
No. Trust me, there are plenty of other people that could have been sitting in that seat. Let's start there.
There's misogyny here.
But to Jalen Brunson's credit, kept his eye on the prize, right? Didn't waver. Second round pick, was overlooked. Yeah, he's the heart of a champion, man. He's won at every level. You don't learn how to win high school and college and not carry that over to the National Basketball Association. You just need the right situation, need the right people to believe in him, need the right makeup of guys around him. They went and did that and added 2 of his college teammates that they won together. That goes a long way. And buying into
why does this look like a clone of Kmart?
And I think he's the head of that. He's the driving factor, like I said before. I mean, it was good to see as a basketball fan, right? Not for someone who played in the NBA, but as a basketball fan, the way that Jalen Brunson went about that, right? Every fourth quarter, put the team on his back and was like, I refuse to let us lose. And we've seen some of the greats in this game do that before. And this performance, this playoffs was that. This finals was that. From the first game looking like he got injured early in game 1 to this type of performance, man, it was historic, right? Close out game 45 points. The rest of the team has 49. So that's huge, man. To show up in those moments and to will your team. Yeah, that's what special sports moments are made of. And this was that.
All right, let me say this to Kenyon Martin. Everything else he said was spot on. Stuff he said about Becky Hammond was out of pocket. And it did sound misogynistic. I don't know if he got an issue with her, issue with the Spurs, or whatever.
Issue with women.
But that was whack. That was whack. Come on, Kmart. Bro.
I also want to, my bad, John. I also would have liked for somebody on that show to say, when you say stay on that side, what do you mean? Because
right.
All that even sounded bad. Now I'm not sure how everybody else took that, but hearing him say that sounded kind of, it sounded bad.
Yeah. All right, Mark. This one
more like Kmart, like when Sears bought fucking Kmart. That's what he looks like. He's
yeah,
not what Kmart used to look like. Okay, stop being like that, fucking Kenyon Martin.
John, before we go to the next one, I do want to say I agree with Becky Hammond, because not only did she say it, and then she doubled down on it when they asked her about it when he made the finals.
Because she's not wrong.
Well, speaking about him, she was wrong.
Right.
But it's hard to predict that. It's hard to project that, like what Cody was saying earlier. It's hard to say, well, he's gonna be the one. So the ones who, like Kendrick Perkins said, he was right. But I would have liked to see anybody who said it. I would like for Stephen A. Smith apologized today. I'd like for anybody else who said it. And I said I was wrong earlier, because I said whoever was coming out the West is gonna be the champion. Prove me wrong. I would like for somebody, especially somebody who was so hard on Jalen Brunson, to come out and say, you know what? He proved everybody wrong. He proved
me wrong for sure, because I didn't think he was gonna be shit. Because like I said, I kept saying, he was Robin at best.
It don't take that. It's not that hard to do it.
I agree. All right, Mark. Final one is for This was Mark.
Nope, that's not for me. I ain't got nothing to say about this. You already know how I feel.
Bill Simmons. He's currently drinking the Jalen Brunson Kool-Aid, but when he drank the Kool-Aid, he drank a little bit too much. Here's what he had to say about Jalen Brunson.
Let him get there. So there will be now
about Jalen Brunson, where he is in the pantheon of great point guards.
Let him get there. So there will be now. Yeah, go ahead.
I have him above Nash, Kidd, Sam Jones, Harden, Gervin, and Luka.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just for the audience.
Let him get there.
Did he also say he had him over AI too?
He said that again. Say that again. What did he say again?
He has him over Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, James Harden, Chris Paul, Allen Iverson.
That's who? Has who? I think I misunderstood who he was talking about.
Jalen Brunson.
Magic.
Jalen Brunson.
I think he mean Magic.
No, he does not. He did not say Irving.
He meant
said Brunson.
He said
they rhyme, but Irving Brunson.
He said
That's
Oscar
purple
Robertson.
for you, Paco, because aren't you a Lakers fan?
He said Oscar Robertson.
Brunson. Get the F out of here, Bill Simmons. What are you talking about, man?
I'm staying away from this topic because anybody who knows my favorite player is Jason Kidd.
Well, I'm saying, sounds stupid. What the heck you talking about? He better than Jason.
Jalen Brunson's better than any of the point guards that we talk about when we talk about greatest point guards of all time.
No. He's not better.
I don't know what this man is.
It's the recency. It's the recency bias.
Fucking Bill Simmons is a fucking Celtics fan.
That's what I'm tripping about. So you're saying, but all right, shut up. I'm saying, well, dang, that's it. I mean,
in a red light district.
Yeah, F Boston. All right, Cody. Mark, you got anybody else going on that next? Because
No, that was mine right there. But like I said, I was just gonna throw it out there. I don't have.
It was stupid.
I don't have much to say. It's shout out to the DJs.
Shout out to them. And Cody, you got anybody calling on names?
I was talking about somebody earlier and I forgot who it was because I think I just ran it onto you guys. But this is more of a like. Not so much calling out names, but I don't know if anybody's been following this, like this Freddie guy on X, like the German soccer fan. Have you guys seen that?
Okay. I haven't seen it.
So like Freddie LA7, he's on Twitter, and this dude is from Germany, and he has been all over the damn place, and literally. This man has been like JJ Watt put him up in the Post Oak Hotel, gave him a fucking jersey. Trillburgers gave him shit. Like he's been all over Houston lately. He was in Miami. He got to go to the Saints locker room in New Orleans. I'm just like, what the fuck? And this guy is from Germany and all over X, and he's getting all this free shit. He was literally like right down the road from my house today. And you guys knew I used to work at NASA. This dude got to go in their Orion capsule. I worked there for 5 fucking years and didn't even get to do that. This guy's been on Twitter for been in America for 5 fucking weeks, or 5 fucking days, and he's getting to go in shit that I didn't get to go in for 5 years. So I'm just like, I'm a little heated that we're giving people shit that is just because I feel like at a point like this is a publicity stunt. So. Shout out to Freddie. Good job, man. I hope if you're watching, you can bring us some followers and get us some of that free shit. But
really,
let's go.
All right. A couple of things before we get up out of here. Let me first I mean, I know this is not really a big deal, but all the Knicks fans congratulations. But these are all the celebrity Knicks fans you saw. But I'm gonna say shout out to Spike. Congratulations.
Spike should get a ring.
Spike should get a ring. Shout out to Danhausen. Shout out to Tracy Murray. Shout out to the Ninja Turtles. Shout out to Ben Stiller. They're in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were shot in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Chalamet, Jon Stewart, Chris Rock, Mariska Hargitay.
Oh.
Fat Joe. What's the name from Sesame Street?
Oscar the Grouch?
Yeah, Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, and shout out to Spider-Man. Congratulations. Taylor Swift is a Knicks fan. People, y'all and Swifties, y'all back off Monica McNutt, please.
No, Monica McNutt was right because when the Knicks was playing the Cavs,
yeah, she was there with Travis Kelce
supporting the Cavs.
Yeah, and that's why I said the Swifties need to back up off Monica McNutt. She said what she said. Let it go. Right? She have a right. She can say what she want to say. Now everyone wants to say, "Oh, she's a Knicks. She's a Knicks fan. She's a Knicks fan."
I mean, Mariska Hargitay is like, she's like, if y'all don't know, that woman has saved like so many victims from sexual investigated. Like
she can do whatever she wants to.
Domestic violence over the last 20 years.
I don't even know who Mariska is. I know who Olivia Benson is.
Olivia Benson slander here on this show. And by the way, that's what Jalen Brunson said. Everyone wants to go to Disneyland. He wants to get a role on Law. He wants to make a cameo on Law and Order now after winning the championship. So, Dick Wolf, make it happen. And by the way, you should still had a better inning for New York Undercover.
But I think Danhausen is the fan of the fucking year right now. He won
on the bus.
He won the NHL championship for the fucking Canes. Shout out. That's
shout out to the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
Wait, Spider-Man is a Knicks fan?
I mean,
yeah, he's from New York.
I mean,
that don't mean he's a Knicks fan. Big L from New York. He wasn't a Knicks fan.
I mean, Gotham City's in New York too. Shut up.
Oh, so that's two pedophiles. That's
what's wrong with you?
That's Knicks fans.
Who's the first? What's wrong with you, man? All right. Okay. Now there's something more serious. I didn't want to damper the mood, but we be remiss if we didn't mention this tragedy. Y'all didn't hear. Obviously, we was all watching the finals, but over the weekend, got the sad news on the passing of former Niners pass rusher Alden Smith at the age of 36.
It's wild.
Still, details haven't been really confirmed about what was the cause of death. I want to show this photo. This was Alden Smith's last photo before he passed.
That was the day he passed.
Yes, the day he passed.
Yes,
he was with
a few hours before.
A few hours before, he was with a local charity in San Francisco. He still resided in the San Francisco area, and they was handing out pizzas to the homeless. And about an hour later, they found him unresponsive in the passenger seat of a friend's car. They called former Niner Brandon Dixon, who's registered in CPR, to try to resuscitate him, but he was pronounced dead at the arrival of the hospital. Yeah, so this is just sad. He did an interview on a barbershop podcast recently, talking about how he was struggling. His family, they're going to donate his brain to see if CTE had any cause in this, but this is just 36 years old. We're losing too many of these athletes at a young age, and it's scary. And Alden Smith, and let me say this on the football side, and I'll let Mark and Cody have the floor. Everyone talks about that first year when Harbaugh was there. Obviously, everyone talks about them drafting Kaepernick. They took Alden Smith with the 7th pick that same draft. They took Kaepernick in the 2nd round, but the first pick of Jim Harbaugh's NFL coaching career was this man right here. And he had his battles, his demons, his challenges off the field. But when he was on the field, he was one of the best pass rushers in the game.
Facts.
Yeah.
I want to get
to break a sack record.
Yeah, I want to get into his personal life because some certain people want to be in Trey Songz, and but that's
what messing up Purple Rain from the Prince.
Well, no, I was gonna say you're still your girl.
Oh,
the same guy who was the quarterback when they went to the Super Bowl ended up marrying marrying his ex, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Wait, I don't know about that.
You didn't know that story?
No. For me, it's more of what he was doing in the last moments. Like, I don't care about. I hope that whatever demons he was battling and facing earlier in his life, he overcame them, and all the help he got, all help he received all the help he needed.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's you in this moment in your life where now you helping the less fortunate. I don't care about football. Football is just something that you do. I'm talking about the character of the man here. That says more to me than anything else, than any sack he made. Him battling whatever he went through, and now we see this is where he was at now. So, yeah, the football player, all that's cool, but rest in peace to that man who was been through whatever he been through, fighting whatever he fought through, and still made out to do, to help out with the less fortunate, man.
Let me support a statement from the 49ers. We're at this. We're devastated by the sudden and tragic passing of Alden Smith. Alden's undeniable talent and sheer dominance on the field were on display from the moment he joined the organization, and having recorded one of the best rookie seasons in NFL in the National Football League has seen. Beyond his excellence as a player, Alden will be remembered for his infectious smile that lit up every room he walked into. Our organization sends its deepest condolences to the Smith family and all who knew and loved Alden. Cody, your thoughts on the passing of Alden Smith?
And it was weird. Like, it kind of like took me by surprise. I mean, as we all know, that he had he had some like demons, and like I said, I hate it for him. I hate it for him. I part of me hopes that we don't hear that this was self-inflicted, that this was just some kind of freak thing. But man, like you said, I being that he's the same age as me, it really does it bothers me a lot. I mean, literally bothers me a lot. So because I remember that team in 2012 when that was a Super Bowl team. He had 19 and a half sacks, and dude was he was a monster. He was a monster, and it's hard to believe that he only really played 5 good seasons in the NFL, and he really only had really 2 good ones out of the 5 years or 6 years that he played. And we still remember him as holy shit, that dude was a really good pass rusher. So I hope that we can remember him as somebody that was really good, and not kind of the broken shell of a person that ended up passing away too soon. So RIP to someone that we hope that shouldn't have died this young.
Absolutely. Great words. And that's going to do it for today's show. We're going to get up out of here. Let me just say this, we was talking about, passings, let me thank everybody again for their love and support as I went through the passing of my pops Thursday. I mean, obviously we're going to have the service in Long Beach, and, finally going to put this chapter behind me and hope everything goes well. So, thank y'all for all the love and support and everything. Shout out to Mark, everybody, my family, and everything. So, we'll be back Friday. Check me out tomorrow. Me, JoJo, Nestor Trail, Sports Free Wrestling. We're going to talk more about this.
Just the 4 of y'all?
We'll definitely talk about this more about this UFC thing, because now people are calling out Roman Reigns and everything. Yo, you good? Yo, you good? You good? You good?
Me?
You good?
Are we calling out Roman Reigns for actual WWE stuff and not for what we saw at UFC?
No, we're calling out people who are quite complaining about him being there.
Okay. They're only there because fucking TKO only owns fucking UFC and WWE. So
exactly, but people don't see that.
And there's been a stick with Roman Reigns and UFC fighters for fucking decade.
And one in particular, one notorious one,
big,
called him out. Well, I was talking about Conor McGregor, but he called him out again, and obviously he's getting ready to fight Max Holloway next month. Thank you, Sam. Yo, relax, Nessa. Okay. Yeah. Friday. So check us out tomorrow on Sports U Wrestling, and then Thursday check Mark and Ill Will out for No Rules Live on Instagram, 8 Pacific. And then me and Mark will be back here Friday for Sports for You. We'll preview the NBA draft, which is going down a week from tonight. Next Tuesday, NBA draft round 1 will be going down in Brooklyn. Who will be the number 1 pick? All odds right now are saying AJ Devanta. Darren Peterson could be, but we could see could be Darren Peterson, but we'll find out. But we'll be back here.
Work on Friday, baby. Shout out to the Juneteenth. Shout out to Juneteenth.
That's right. No work on Friday. If you're black, stay home.
What you said? You said if I'm black, stay home?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, well, guess we're not going to work then. Fuck it.
Yeah, if you're black, stay home. I mean, and if you want to celebrate Juneteenth, stay home. But I'm saying, if you're black, stay home. Stay home on Friday, because I know I am. But we'll be back on Friday. But like I said, I'll be back Wednesday. Mark will be back on IG Live Thursday, and we'll both be back on Friday. Cody be back next week. We'll recap the draft and everything. Start looking ahead to NBA free agency. And don't forget, 2 weeks from tonight, big announcement. 2 weeks from tonight, big announcement. You can't wait. This has been Sports for You. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to JoJo, Nessa, Sam, Chris, Candice, everybody, Paco, JT, everybody, Treese, Nova, good to see you, sis. Rob, Everybody. It was dope. Yeah. Bella. Yeah, definitely. We'll be back. So subscribe. YouTube. Like us on Facebook, X, Instagram.
Oh, I knew I want to ask you. It's too late now, though.
Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, Sports You Podcast. And
the Master
YouTube,
D's are
Sports
coming
You
to you
Podcast.
soon.
Yeah. We will have a lot of there's gonna be a lot of deep
DJing. You said deep throating?
Well, maybe.
Before we got out of here, John, quick question. Y'all can answer this.
What's up?
Excuse me. In our Instagram group chat, I put the other angle of the play that with involving Angel Reese and
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I want to talk about that.
Do y'all think that was a flagrant?
I didn't see it, to be honest with you.
I put so the original angle looked really bad. It looked horrible bad.
It didn't, but my question is, does the
group
WNBA
chat?
need all this extra tough girl physicality?
It don't. But we can.
We'll talk. I want to talk about it Friday. We definitely want to talk about it Friday.
I send. Let me see if I can find. I send it to you again, Cody.
So yeah, we'll be back on Friday. And y'all
Fuck you, Mystical. Go to jail, bitch.
Yeah, stupid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Puss ball.
Yeah. Watch yourself.
Fuck me against the wall.
Let's see if he walk in jail with his hands on the dick. Oh.
Well, you're gonna have to shake it. You're gonna be shaking it fast and on D block. Who did that?
And today's Sports View podcast. Oh yeah, only John.
I almost wore that shirt today, to be honest.
I know. I almost wore it last Friday. Only John's. Today you get 84% off. The code is 69 in Vegas.
This stinks. All right, we get up out of here. Thank y'all. Love y'all. See y'all Friday. This is Miss Sports for you. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yep.
That's Cody. Peace out, peace.
For you, from the coast to you. 3 LA minds talking what we do. From the streets to the stats, from the bar to the chat. Sports for you. Yeah, we run it like that. Hit that link, lock that feed, John. Nick, all that you need. Sports for you. Every day, new seed. From LA roots to the whole world's league.